Well, the Landscape Industries Association has formed two teams, a North Island team and a South Island team, and where the objective is really to compete against one another and demonstrate to the public good work landscape practice, as well as regional difference between North Island plants and South Island plants and materials. So effectively, under the guise of a friendly competition, we're going to see how they go within a time frame of about 4 days to create these landscapes. The North Island's choice of plants has obviously got a subtropical theme to it. Effectively, I think the strength of texture is really what's coming out there. They do have the luxury of a lot of palm material, larger leaf material, subtropical natives, which are generally selected and used in landscape for textural effect.
I'm doing the planting for the North Island side of the garden. We've used the Chloa flavicans because of the colour. Our colour scheme is purples and greens, so that's a really lush green that we've used. It's a good filler plant when you're doing this sort of garden. And this is a horipito. It's called red leopard. It's just a really deep bronze colour, so it's within our theme of the red and the greens. This is polystichum. It's a very hardy fern, and as with all of the plants that we've used in this garden, they're all frost hardy. So we've particularly chosen plants that you could grow in Christchurch. It's not just something you could grow up in the North Island. As far as the bigger plants go, again we've chosen plants within the green and bronze theme. We've used a lot of big palms. This is a cabbage tree. It's called Burgundy Spice. And we brought it down from the North Island specially, and it's a particularly dark purple.
But the plants all reflect a sense of place. So what grows in the North Island and what we've got in the South Island. This is a Hebe Porta Ramosa. It grows in the alpine zones in amongst the tussock, often in damper, sort of wetter ground. And then we have other plants that associate with these, and here we have Dracophyllums, and we got another one which is here, and that's another Dracophyllum, and they grow up in the alpine zone or subalpine zones, more subalpine. And then in the alpine zones we have the native Salmisias or mountain daisies, and they come in a wide range of shapes and sizes, from tiny little fellas to big leaves much bigger than these. And living with these are these Acephilas or Spaniards, and these are very, very sharp, so you want to be placing them somewhere where people are not going to get injured, because it certainly hurts.
We had one of those little glitches today, which is never planned but had happened. We ran about a very small amount short of concrete at the beginning of the day. So in their true inventive form, the South Island decided to take some of their schist and fill the empty gaps and put plants in these spaces. So I think at the end of the day, with a bit of imagination, they've come up with a very good solution using the schist in the path as well as the walls, which gives it a real South Island flavour. Well, the best thing about this is because we're actually promoting the association and pointing people to our website, we have a list of members on our website. Of course, we have around about half the industry in New Zealand are members of the Landscape Industries Association, and therefore they can go to our website and locate somebody in their region. Well, we came out with the winner in the end. It was the North Island team, just by a smidgen over the South Island team. The South Island team scored slightly higher on workmanship, but the wow factor, the judges said on the North Island team, the simplicity of the plant selection and impact, visual impact, did actually par the South Island at the post. So the overall exercise has been very, very successful. Number one, we've had a lot of fun, which has been important, but also I think we've conveyed a pretty strong message to the public about who we are and the fact that there is an organisation available to them to measure standards in the industry, and that we have a good solid membership and can cater to almost any need in terms of landscaping in any type of project throughout the country. So good exposure for us, a lot of fun, and North Island the winners, almost to the point that we're thinking that maybe we should be doing it again next year.